Jack Mega here, Sports Post Podcast, and it is March the 11th, 2021. So, you guys can subscribe to my channel, and all you gotta do is you go to www.jagmanga.com, and you'll notice today I did a YouTube video on how to correctly do a chin up. So, check that out. Now, once again, that's www.jagmanga.com. So, two things: NHL, NBA. NHL, you got the Rangers taking on the mighty Bruins, Penguins taking on the Sabres, and quite frankly, battle of the top spot and the battle of, I guess you could say, the second spot or third spot, maybe, I don't know. So you have Detroit, who is very low in the standings, taking on the top ranked Tampa Bay Lightning. And then you have Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Winnipeg Jets. And remind you that the Winnipeg Jets beat them the last game. So now you have the Maple Leafs trying to come back and snap a 3-game losing streak. Now that's one. Next one is battle of the second or third spot here. We have the red hot Carolina Hurricanes taking on Nashville Predators. And yeah, basically the Carolina Hurricanes are surging. Let's just admit that. They are absolutely surging. They are looking to get to the number third spot. I can't remember who's second, or obviously it's Toronto Maple Leafs, but I can't remember who's third or fourth. I'll go over all that on the podcast, Sports Post podcast. And yeah, I'm not 100% sure who's in the top spot or who's in the third spot, but yeah, basically I'll go over that later tonight. Let's move over to the NBA. NBA rumors flying rampant, and basically it's you might want to throw Phoenix Suns into the mix for Andre Drummond, and you might want to throw Miami Heat into the mix for LaMarcus Aldridge. Now, Miami Heat has all the assets in the world. They can get the job done and send LaMarcus Aldridge their way and ship some assets down to San Antonio. And the Spurs would love to do that because Spurs do not trade with any Western teams. That's just been the Spurs mantra. And if I'm the Lakers, I don't even bother because Spurs, from all the past rivalry, is not going to do anything for you. Phoenix Suns, now it was quoted that they're just a big man away from becoming a real contender in the West. They're looking for Andre Drummond, which I don't understand because they have DeAndre Ayton, and I don't think Andre Drummond is wanting to play backup center to Ayton. So that's just me. I don't know what Phoenix is thinking there, but we'll see what happens on that front. In terms of basketball games, because there's a plethora of games tonight, you could tell the Brooklyn Nets versus the Boston Celtics in a very tight game. Yes, they're out without KD, and yes, Boston Celtics got Marcus Smart back, but very tight game. And I'm pretty sure Blake Griffin is playing right now because he's a plenty of time to rest, plenty of time to get adjusted to it, and quite frankly, I don't think that they will need Blake Griffin as much tonight. Obviously, they're going to get him into the mix and get him acquainted with his new teammates. Also, we have OKC Thunder. They're playing tonight against Dallas Mavericks. Dallas played well last night with Luka just balling out like nobody's business. Then you have the Phoenix Suns taking on uh, the Trailblazers in, if you can call it. I know the Phoenix Suns are number 2, and I think the Trailblazers are number 7 or 8. Like I said, I'll go over that in the podcast. So they are number 7 or 8, but it seems like a good matchup because you have Damian Lillard versus Chris Paul. So that should be a good one, and check that out tonight. Also, you have Seth is on the Philadelphia 76ers. Steph Curry versus Kawhi Leonard in Clippers versus Golden State. Long time ago, this would have been like a death matchup, but now stuff has changed. Golden State, I'm pretty sure they're the ones in the 8th spot, so they're looking to make some damage tonight against the Clippers. Don't count out Golden State just yet. They do have the assets, and remember, they do have Steph Curry. Regardless of who's injured, Steph Curry is a phenomenal superstar, and he's going to give you probably 30 plus tonight, guaranteed. 30 plus tonight. So look out for him. And also, it's battle of the point guards. And yeah, no, as the second half of the season comes to start, look for other teams to push it and look for more buyouts. I don't know who, because LaMarcus Aldridge is not going to get a buyout. Guaranteed he's not going to get a buyout. There are some rumors in terms of trades. There are some rumors that Danny Ainge, Mr. Assets Treasure Chest himself, is looking to actually pull out some assets out of his treasure chest and make 2 trades. One for Harrison Barnes from Sacramento. I'm sure they can do it. Sacramento's they're not going anywhere. And 2 from Detroit Pistons, because Detroit has Jeremiah Grant, who's making $20 million per season, and he's balling this year. He was balling last year, and a lot of teams should have grabbed him at a higher price tag, but I don't know why you didn't. This guy is unreal. This guy is getting the job done, and Danny Ainge is looking at that, and he's saying, I want one of the 2, if not both. Because if I'm in the East, I got to compete against the Nets. And there's a strong chance that Andre Drummond goes to the Nets if he's bought out. Knicks at Bucks as well. Bucks are in control of that game. Check out the check out the Sports Post podcast on pretty much any channel. Google Play, iTunes, Castbox, Spotify, doesn't matter. I'm everywhere. You can't get rid of me. I don't know why you wouldn't. Basically, it is March 11th. Check out the podcast tonight. I'll go off like I always do. And yeah, y'all be good.